Science! We just finished this week's episode of Dr. Stone.
Now, normally, we're the type to read the manga first. In fact, this time, I did.
What?
But I'm excited to see what you guys think, and I'm excited as well.
So subscribe and tune in each week for our reactions. This week was episode 1, Stone World.
Oh my god.
So what did you guys think? I'm really excited to hear what you think.
Oh my god. Okay, so it definitely gives me that Cells of Work feel. It's like, alright, this is gonna be a cool anime, but you get a little education at this point. You get all scientific-y and cool.
It's cute. Like,
Yeah.
I like Big Oaf.
Yeah.
I do not like Dr. Stone.
I love Dr. Stone. He gives me that Jimmy Neutron like kind of vibe, and I am all for it. Give me that cocky brain. Yes, please.
He's very jerky, you know, very cocky, and that's good because it makes his sort of he's got a very ambitious mindset, and also it's his ambition that pulls the plot along a lot.
Yeah.
So it is comfortable to like see them nailing the depiction on him and just being like, yeah, no, because when he does something, it makes sense. When he just invents something or like, you know, has the momentum, like, oh yeah, I already did this, I know the next step. You're like, oh well, that is the type of character you are. You know, you would be the guy who just is like, no, I'm always thinking about, you know, like the next thing I'm gonna do that's amazing. Like, duh.
Yeah. I mean, again, this is such a cute episode because it sets up the whole thing, right? Like, I mean, it's hard to even call this the first episode because I imagine every episode after this will be very different from what we saw because we got the entire, you know, the setup of like, you know, the prelude story, the whole time skip thing, and then them coming out and then like starting and like being like, oh my god, we can do it.
We're
like,
Adam and Eve. We're gonna
Exactly,
build
yeah.
this world.
It's like we just read Genesis. We have no idea what's gonna happen.
Give me that Old
Jesus
Testament.
isn't even on the radar yet.
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
So good.
So
good.
how did the comedy hit you?
I think it was it timed pretty well.
Yeah.
Like there were some moments where I was just like, okay. I mean, they're high schoolers. Like they literally said they'd be two like loser high schoolers, but it's just like.
I mean,
go ahead.
yeah, I love that they contrast constantly. You know, Dr. Stone and the main character. You know, the brains brawn thing. It's funny, and they can always revert back to that, right? They can always do like he's stupid joke and a he's weak joke or he's short joke. Like,
oh yeah, speaking of the shortness, so differences from the manga. The first, there's a couple of this episode, but the first thing that I noticed that really helps is this manga artist. He's really good at drawing like bodies and anatomy. He does a lot of martial art things. He did that one gangster one before where there was just a lot of fist fighting. And you'll see with other characters, he loves drawing these limbs and these like taunt physical frames. And he was doing that in manga. He'll do that a little bit too much with the science guy, and it doesn't really help his character, right? And in the animation, they definitely took that a step forward and fixed it in the sense of like, the height difference is really there.
Oh yeah, and I think it's better that he's a lot smaller.
He looks like a nerd, like
they had that good scene contrasting to where he's like squeezing the grapes like one by one, and the other guy is just like no, you just make like you just do it. Like,
I'll leave all the hard work to you. Thanks.
When he jumps out the window and just sticks the landing, it's good, and visually that helps too. Another thing that I'm proud of and I'm happy and is a good sign is that what do you call it? Where they sped everything up for that one scene.
Oh yeah, they did like
the time lapse.
They did an animated time lapse, which is, you know, it's animation copying what you would do with like film or like video. It's a cute little like crossover thing. You know, they're using something that doesn't actually exist in animation.
Right, and it works really well to illustrate the passage of time because there's a lot of instances in this story where they are building something, and you know, one of the main themes, like they said in the first episode here, is like, oh no, it takes diligence, it takes hard work, there's multiple tries, we're building something. So I just wanted to see how that would look. That was one of my biggest concerns. I was like, okay, well, like, how are they going to animate this? What's really happening here?
Right, like I assume we'll have an invention montage every episode.
Yeah,
right?
I really do like the time lapse. Like, since we're basically starting from beginning, Big Bang, Jesus goddess here, we are gonna go through time to try and get, I'm guessing, everybody to de-stone. I'm guessing.
Yeah, we'll see.
Honestly, even the just sci-fi element of everybody turn to stone. What would happen? How do we rebuild society? It's a pretty good just sci-fi.
The
novel.
concept,
Yeah.
the concept is just strong. It's just a
solid.
strong, fun thing.
I'm excited.
I'm gonna have to be taught to like Dr. Stone.
Yeah, that's
But-
understandable.
Dr. Stone is God, period.
Bringing the bird back to life like
he
Goku.
just looked up in the sky and he's like, I am God.
But I am intrigued to see what they do with this again because this didn't even feel like a real episode
Right.
yet. Like I don't know where it's going at all.
This just feels so different because we don't really see like this sci-fi like science-y type anime. So we'll see.
Let us know what you guys think in the comments below, and we will catch you next week.
眠れない闇